Good evening. Good evening, one and all. Welcome to this live webinar session on cloud computing. So, before we go into this session, I have to like to introduce myself. My name is Kamalesh. I am a senior project engineer from Pantechelearning. I am working on a projects like cloud computing, machine learning, and AI past 3 years. So today we are going to take a webinar for Ethiraj College for Women, organized by Department of BCA. Okay, so thank you for this webinar, Department of BCA, in association with Pantech e-learning. So today we will see about how the cloud computing will be work in our real world. But it's just an introduction only. Okay. So before going to this session, I like to thanks to Principal and Secretary Dr. Mrs. S. Kodai, and then convener and head of the department, HOD of the department, Mrs. M. Henila, and then organizer Mrs. V. Vanita. Okay, so I like to give special thanks to those three persons. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity webinar on cloud computing in association with Pantech e-learning. Okay, so we move on to session. So before we are going to the cloud computing, everybody will know about what is cloud and what is computing, and then before we going to see about enter into the session, I like to give the timetable, that is index table of contents what we are providing in this session. Okay, then you will be come to one point of view. So that's why here you can see first we will enter into the introduction part, and then types of cloud, that is types of cloud computing and then types of cloud computing services. Okay, so what are the services types available, and then about cloud computing architecture, what we will basic architecture of cloud computing, and virtualization and cloud computing. Okay, so in cloud computing mostly we are using virtualization technology only. What is virtualization we have to see, then after that grid computing and cloud computing. Okay, so grid also one of the type of cloud computing only, and what is the difference between grid computing and cloud computing, and what is the difference between grid computing and utility computing. Okay, then we'll see about some security concerns of cloud computing. Okay, what are the main security concerns available for cloud computing, what are the main concerns for cloud secure the data in cloud computing, and then privacy concerns. Okay, privacy concern is nothing but how we can increase the privacy, okay, in cloud, because we are storing our personal data also in cloud only. Okay, we are just saving the cloud without any encryption or decryption. Okay, how we can even more we can give the privacy in cloud, like that we will talk with like that. And then next at last I will tell you about disadvantage and advantages of cloud. Okay, so this is what we are going to take in this today webinar session. Okay, it's just introduction of a cloud and grid computing and utility computing. Okay, so let's move on to webinar session. So before we go into webinar session, you have to know about what is internet and intranet. Hope everybody will know about this internet and intranet. Okay, so internet is nothing but we are connecting with some protocols like UDP, TCP, IP. Okay, so protocol is nothing but like user datagram protocol or transfer control protocol or internet protocol. Okay, so these are some protocols we majorly used for network internet communications. Okay, so using this protocol we are connecting through some mobile phones or laptop or like any other medium, like like what is it, phones, mobile phones and personal computers. Okay, so like this we are connecting through the internet using those protocols. Okay, so this is the main thing you have to know. We are connecting with some internet connection only. Okay, with this type of protocols. Okay, but what if you are connected with cloud. Okay, so here instead of internet connection, internet we are connecting with internet, we are connecting with cloud. Okay, that is the main thing here we are want to here we are doing. Okay, so before we are going to cloud computing, I am just giving an introduction of cloud computing. Okay, so cloud computing means as an application from or allow over the internet. Okay, accessing an application over internet. For example, everybody have like Google Drive. Okay, so we are saving our photos or we are uploading our videos into Google Drive. Okay, so we can access anywhere. Okay, if you are logging into your Gmail account, you can access that. I'm just telling an example, not a like for example, the drive, that is Google Drive, is not an fully cloud computing. I'm just informing you some example. Okay, so we can access some anywhere. Okay, so that allows you to create any folder or manage any folder or delete any folder. Okay, so we can customize folders and all. Okay, so it's given by free only. Okay, we can access and we can if you need means you can access. Okay, so it comes under cloud computing. Okay, so cloud computing can access the database with internet or intranet. Okay, so we don't need to maintain. Okay, for example, if you want to if you have server for we have in college different type of, we have a college, in those college we have some servers will be there. Okay, so based on this servers only all the computers will be connected. Okay, we need to maintain the server. Okay, so if storage space is increased, we need to buy a new storage spaces. Okay, so this and all some maintenance. Okay, we need to maintain each and every time those servers. Okay, but if it is a cloud means we don't need to manage those clouds. Okay, we need to maintenance those clouds. Okay, so those clouds will be maintained by some other organization like Amazon Web Service or Azure, Google, Microsoft Azure or Google. Okay, so each and every some of the organizations have some, they are providing public clouds. Okay, user on that we can create an account means we don't need to maintain those clouds. Okay, they will maintain their clouds. Okay, so this is what cloud computing. Okay, so before we going to, we need to split the word cloud and computing. Okay, what is cloud and what is computing? Okay, so cloud is nothing but it's a network or internet. Okay, so cloud is something like which it's present in remote location. Okay, so you can access anywhere. Okay, through WAN or through LAN or through VPN. Okay, so we can access that anywhere. Okay, at any time. That is called cloud. But if you are using any server means, okay, you will access within that intranet only. Okay, so we can't access anywhere. Okay, but if you are using cloud, we can access it in anywhere. Okay, that is the most advantage of cloud. Okay, so what is cloud computing? Okay, so cloud computing is nothing but in cloud. Okay, you have some files. Okay, for example, I am having some personal photos and videos. I am saving those videos and photos in cloud. Okay, so I need to do something with that. For example, I am creating one folder. In that folder I am copying from one place to another place. Okay, so like this I am doing some activities in cloud means that is called computing, or deleting something, or installing some application through cloud. Okay, or accessing some different type of OS. Okay, so like that I will do something over a cloud means that is called computing. Okay, so computing is a both combination of software and hardware. Okay, not only oriented of software or not only oriented of hardware. Okay, we can do whatever we need. Okay, according to our requirements. Okay, so this is called cloud computing. Okay, so see here you can see cloud computing architecture. Here I am having in cloud different type of servers. Okay, server, based on those servers we can save any data. Okay, and also we have virtual desktop. Virtual desktop is nothing but if you want to use any virtual OSs, like for example I am here, I am using a Mac OS. I need to use Windows OS means we can access virtually. Okay, using some softwares like VMware or VirtualBox. You can use you can access those OSs, okay, with VirtualBox, okay, like software platform, okay. If you need to install any software oriented or any applications, okay, so you can do like these activities using cloud computing, okay. So those activities we can, using router or switch, we can access from anywhere, okay. That is that we are the end user, okay. We can access anywhere from any place, okay. So some of the most important example softwares they are providing a cloud like Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Service. Everybody will know about this, and then Google. Okay, so these are the most popular data cloud data provider. Okay, so then benefit of cloud computing, okay. So if you are using cloud, for example, I need to I'm new to one, sorry, I need to some softwares. For example, I am running an some IT companies, okay. For those IT companies I need a more number of softwares, and for to running those softwares I need more number of servers, okay, servers and processors, okay. So we need to buy more number of hardwares and softwares. We need to spend some amount for that, okay. So if you are using cloud, we can directly using those cloud, we can directly install those software remotely, and then we can access those softwares remotely, and we don't need to buy any software, okay. So we don't need to buy any hardware, so okay, using those memory space we can save any data, okay. Though so here I am achieving some costs will be low, okay. When I am running IT companies, for IT, most of the IT companies will do like this only, okay. So improving performance, okay. Then performance also improved, okay. Fewer maintenance issues, okay. We don't need to maintenance more number of large hardwares and softwares, okay. We can use just fewer maintenance only, just paying bill or just manipulating some few files, that's enough, okay. Instant software update, okay. So if you don't need to update any software also, automatically it can update at each and every time if the version will be released, okay. So improved compatibility between operating system, okay. Then backup and recovery, okay. If you need, you can backup, or if you are deleted unfortunately means you can recovery from those cloud, okay. So this is the most important benefits when you are using an cloud, okay. So data is safety and storage capacity also, how much you need you can buy, not a problem, okay. So basic concept, okay. So basically if you want to provide cloud, okay, certain services and models are available, okay. So based on that only we can use cloud, okay. So those feasible and accessible of end user will be two types. One is deployment model and service model, okay. So there are two types of models, basic concept in the cloud, okay. Using those basic concept only we need to do some deployments, okay. For example, first we can take deployment model, okay. So deployment model is nothing but it's a type to access the cloud, okay. How we can access our cloud, okay, because we already know cloud is for to access any storage space or to saving any storage or to access any server side or application side or OS side, okay. But how we can access, okay. So to access a cloud we have totally three types, okay. So we have totally three types of cloud that's available in our that basically available, okay. So what are the basically available types of cloud is this one, okay. Public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud and community cloud, okay. In name itself some subject will be there, okay. So hope everybody will understand, okay. So here you can see this is the type clouds computing what we can do, okay. It's like public, private, hybrid, okay. In public it's whoever we can access the public cloud, okay. So if we have account you can access, okay. That is very scalable and reliable, inexpensive, okay. We don't need to give any amount, okay. So for example in Google we all each and every mail ID have 15 GB free space. Okay, so we don't need to pay for that. Okay, so if you need more space, you need to pay. Okay, so for public they will give some free spaces. Okay, so like that. Okay, location independent. Okay, so location independent is nothing but for you they will give some spaces. Okay, so that is for you only. Okay, they will not do share for any persons. Okay, like this for public cloud. Okay, so if you go to private cloud, we have scalable, secure, flexible and greater control. Okay, so private cloud will be mostly used for companies. Okay, so I will tell you from next future slides. Okay, about private cloud. And then hybrid cloud, that also scalable, secure and flexible, cost effective. Okay, so here you can see the difference between private cloud and hybrid cloud. Okay, so they have cost. Okay, cost variance. Okay, so if you are using hybrid cloud, we need to use cost effective. We need to pay more number of amount. Why means hybrid cloud is nothing but we need to combine more number of organization. Okay, so not only one organization. So that is the thing. Here you can see about public cloud. So public cloud allows the system and service to be easily accessible to general public. Okay, so everybody will know. Okay, for example, I already told to you it's an email. Okay, we can take it as an email. They will provide a 15 GB free storage in cloud. We can use those free storage and we can do anything. Okay, that is called public cloud. Okay, so then if you want move on to private cloud, it's an organization based. Okay, so organization based is nothing but it's a secured one. Why? Because it's a particularly one organization based. For example, if I create a Pantech e-learning, okay, so one cloud storage I need to open means that is comes under one private organization. Okay, they will those data, their storage will be not shared by any public users. Okay, so they comes under private. Okay, so like this we can do. Okay, then next one is community cloud and hybrid cloud. Okay, so hybrid community cloud is nothing but system and service to be accepted by group of organization. Okay, group of organization is nothing but we have branches like Pantech e-learning or Pantech solution. Okay, so we are same organization only, but we have different type of names will be there. Okay, so we are combined this into single organization and we can access the data like research and development. We have R&D department, so we can combine both R&D department and software oriented department into single community and we can do whatever we need. Okay, so that is called community cloud. Okay, but if you move on to hybrid cloud, it's fully different. Okay, mixture of private and public. Why means for example, if you take one IT industries, sorry, IT companies. Okay, for example, you can take it as one manufacturing companies like laptop. Okay, laptop manufacturing company. Okay, so for laptop manufacturing company, they need to concentrate on both manufacturing side also, and they need to concentrate on both selling side also, that is marketing side also. Okay, so for marketing side they need publics, some peoples or some another apart from company employees, they need some peoples to work under those companies. Okay, so like this we need to do some two type of activities, means both company activities and public activity, means we need to use hybrid cloud. Okay, so using those cloud we can access both of the side like private and public. Okay, so this is what I want to tell you from types of cloud. Okay, so I already told to you we have two type of method. One is deployment model and service model. Okay, till now we are seen about deployment model only. Okay, next we will go to service model. Okay, so service model is somewhat interest to learn. Okay, so what are the service available in cloud computing? Okay, so services means we can see like three type of services available to compute the cloud computing. Okay, so one is software as a service, SaaS, and then platform as a service, PaaS, and then infrastructure as a service. Okay, we have totally three type of services available in cloud computing. Okay, what are the three services is like we see one by one. Okay, so here you can see software as a service. Software as a service means we are simply, you want to know about software as a service means they will give the access. Okay, for example, you can take it as a some cloud storage environment. Okay, they will give some storage space to you. Okay, you can do whatever you can do, but you cannot do like installation of software or installation of OS in those cloud, free cloud. Okay, we can, they will give some storage, but just for saving and service. Okay, so like for example, the software application is a service to end user. Okay, so they will deliver they will build based usage only. Okay, according to the usage according to the usage of you, they will give the build. Okay, so like this called software as a service. Okay, so you can see here like Google, Facebook. Okay, so for example, you can take it as a software as a service Facebook. Okay, so they will create an if in Facebook you will create one account. Okay, based on those account you can do whatever you need. Okay, for example, if you want to do upload your profile photo, or if you want to do any sharing option, video sharing or photo sharing, you can do. But if you are enter into the, for example, in Facebook we have a marketing side also. Okay, so if you want to publish any, if you want to marketing any product through Facebook means you need to pay some amounts. Okay, so if you want to do some other activities in those given software, okay, you need to pay, otherwise it's nothing but software as a service. Okay, so this is what I need to tell you about software as a service. Okay, next one is platform as a service. Okay, so for example, you have some assets in cloud. Okay, but in those assets you need to install some application, or you need to do some development or deployment, some tools. Okay, for that you can use platform as a service. Okay, so for example, I am here, I am having a platform. Through those platform I need to install softwares like Python, or for example I am telling, okay, Anaconda Navigator or any other Visual Basic software I need to install in those cloud, and whenever I need to use those software through cloud itself means we need to do some we need to use platform as a service. Okay, so platform as a service is a runtime environment for application and development and deployment of tools, etc. Okay, so it will provide a facilities of complete life cycle of building and developing. Okay, like if you want to develop any application, web application or any desktop application, that you can use those installed application, you can develop, do those things, and then you can check it for deployment also. Okay, so this is what use of platform as a service. Okay, so in platform as a service, develop with particular platform mind, like multi-tenant environment and highly scalable multi-layer architecture. Okay, so it's a most scalable one and then most efficient platform environment we can create using those platform as a service. Okay, so example like Amazon Web Service, Azure, okay, and Giant, Rackspace. Okay, so these are the examples. We can tell it as a PaaS, that is platform as a service. Okay, so if you want to do even more activities like what is that, like infrastructure as a service. For example, if you want to do any technology, physically you need to install any OS in those cloud. Okay, and you can run those OS in cloud itself. It means we need to use infrastructure as a service. Okay, it's deliver the technology infrastructure as a demand scalable service. Okay, it provides the fundamental resources like physical machines or virtual machine or virtual storage. Okay, so that is infrastructure as a service. Okay, virtual machine. Okay, virtual machine means here you need to know you can run, example, you can run in infrastructure as a service, you can run even OS also, one Windows OS or Mac OS you need to means you can using any virtual machine you can install in those infrastructure as a service, and then you can run it. Okay, so usually build as a based on usage. Okay, and then same visualized environment, and then can be coupled with managed service of OS and application support. Okay, so when you take a before service, we can only install application, but if you take an infrastructure as a service, we can install even OS also, that is one virtual PC, we can build a virtual PC. Okay, so that is the thing we can do with this. Okay, infrastructure as a service. Okay, so like some of the example infrastructure as services there, one of the popular one is this one, Blizzard. Okay, and OP source. Okay, Terrymark, Anti. Okay, so these are the most important for infrastructure as a service. Okay, then we conclude about, then let's go through on once again what is IaaS and what is PaaS and what is SaaS. Okay, so IaaS nothing but it's a elastic computing cloud, AWS, like AWS or Microsoft Azure or Google Computing Engine. Okay, it's mostly used for IT field, IT administrator field. We can mostly use it IaaS. Okay, if you move on to PaaS, for only for software developers. Okay, so we can install any application through those PaaS network, and then we can develop any softwares. Okay, so like AWS Elastic, Beanstalk or Google App Engine. Okay, so like this we get. Okay, then if you move on to SaaS, we are the end user. Okay, like we are doing some, we are checking for emails, or we are checking Google Drives or Google Documents. If you want, if you don't have any Office Microsoft Word in your PC, you can use Office 365. Okay, so like this you need to use some application, means you can use using SaaS. Okay, so SaaS is a less, PaaS is a controlled one, and IaaS is a more. Okay, so this is what I have to tell you. Okay, let's see how, what is the usage of each and every SaaS and PaaS and IaaS. Okay, each and every services. Okay, so this is the usage you can do. Okay, so if you are committed for IaaS, okay, like IaaS storages, you can do whatever you need, like data or application installation or runtime environment or middleware type of OS. Okay, so like this you can do whatever you need, you can do. Okay, OS virtualization or anything. Okay, you can manage those activities. Okay, if you are committed for PaaS, okay, we can use only two things, one is data and application. Okay, you can manage only data and applications. Okay, that is installed application you can do. Okay, so then when you are move on to SaaS, is you can use only a data, that is you can store some data through online, so you can use those data. Okay, so this is what the end of the so this is the last slide of service as in cloud computing. Okay, so this is what I got to tell you about three type of services available in cloud computing, about IaaS and PaaS and SaaS. Okay, so let's we move on to next one, that is architecture of cloud. Okay, so basically what is the basic architecture of cloud? Okay, so definitely we have if whatever concept we can take, we have some architecture. Okay, so here you can see we have a architecture like two part. Okay, one is front end, another one is back end part. Okay, so from front end part we are using some web browsers or any application. Okay, so we are accessing our cloud. Okay, so if you are to access the cloud, we need in between internet connection. Okay, using those internet connection we are accessing the cloud. Okay, that is cloud server, and then we are taking some data. Okay, whatever we need, we are taking some data. This is the basic simple architecture of cloud computing. Okay, hope everybody will understand. Okay, if you see the architecture. Okay, so do you know, before this is the general information. Okay, so most of the companies providing the cloud. Okay, so like Dropbox or Amazon Cloud Drive or Kindle. Okay, Kindle for only for reading. Okay, they are providing some cloud, or Google Play Store. Okay, so YouTube, Netflix. Okay, so these are the most of the Instagram, iCloud. Okay, and Facebook. So they are providing their own clouds to us. Okay, to access some thing. Okay, in those medium. Okay, so these are the basic thing we can need to know. Okay, do you need to know about cloud itself? Okay, so next we enter into the visualization and cloud computing. Okay, so before we are entering to the visualization, you need to know what is visualization. Okay, because visualization is one of the important concept in cloud computing. Okay, so what is visualization? Let's see. Okay, so the main use of visualization is main technology that's available in cloud computing is virtualization. Virtualization is nothing but it's a patterning of single physical server into the multiple logical server. Okay, so for example, I will take a paint for understanding purpose. Okay, so here you can see I'm having one computer. Okay, I'm having one PC. Okay, in this PC I am installing OS. Installing an OS. OS is nothing but Mac OS. For example, I am telling Mac OS. Okay, so Mac OS I am installed in this PC. Okay, so I need to access, for example, in this PC I am installed Mac OS, but I need now Windows OS. I need to use some of the application through Windows, means I need to buy a new PC. Why? Because new PC, or I need to change my OS into the Windows OS. Okay, so this is most complicated one, and it's a waste of time. Okay, we need to change even OS, or we need to buy any new computers. Okay, so for that purpose I will use any softwares, some other softwares like VMware. Okay, so sorry, here I can draw. I will use some softwares. Okay, so like VMware. Okay, so using this VMware software, I will install this VMware software in my PC. Okay, after installing this VMware software in my Mac OS, I will use Windows OS. Okay, using this Windows OS, I will install this Windows OS in my virtual machine. Okay, so VMware is nothing but it's one type of mediator. Using those mediator, in those mediator I will install Windows OS. Okay, I will run it whatever available in normal Windows PC. All things are available in after installation in VMware. Using VMware software, we will get a Windows Windows. Okay, so like this, for example, my main host computer is Mac OS only. My main host computer is Mac OS only, but using this host computer I can run virtually Windows OS. I can run virtually Windows OS. Okay, so that is the use of virtualization. Okay, that is the use of virtual machine. Okay, so you can see this is I am telling in real time. Okay, so what you will do with this one, with the cloud? Okay, so I will do this for in cloud servers, and I will connect these cloud servers with the internet. Okay, I will connect this server through internet, and some of the persons who are available in public, they will access this internet using, sorry, they will access this virtual machine using cloud. Okay, so this is what I got to tell to it. This is called virtualization. Okay, So visualization is nothing but we are doing some activities with some softwares like VMware or VirtualBox, anything. Okay, so once the physical layer is divided, each layers will be logically served as behave like a physical layer. Okay, then can run operating system or application independently. Okay, once physical layer is divided, that is physical layer is nothing but our original OS is divided, each logical server behaves like a physical server. That is, we are installing a logical server as a Windows OS, and then it will be act as a physical server. Okay, in that physical server you can install any system or application independently. Okay, so they are fast, cost effective, and less time consuming. Okay, so we don't need to buy new PC or we don't need to change the OS. Okay, using those things we can run. Okay, so that is the use of virtualization and cloud computing. Okay, so here you can see that is the architecture of what I am telling in Paint. Okay, so installing using some virtual machine, I am using some virtual machine, I am installing Windows OS. After that I am connected to the internet using cloud. They will access the virtualized computing environment over internet or intranet. Okay, so this is thing I need to tell you. Okay, then types of virtualization. Okay, visualization, now you will come one point of view what is virtualization. Okay, so we can do, now we are seeing for OS only. Okay, but we can do virtualization for network or server or storage. Okay, we can do like this three type. Okay, so if you want to share for network, so it's according to the combining available. For example, if you have you can see this picture, you will be understand. Okay, so here you can see I am having some different type of servers. Okay, so these database and servers will be connected through connected combinedly, and those combined network will be accessed by each nodes. Okay, so that is called network virtualization. Okay, so for example, if C1 share any document to server, means they can access by any A or B. Okay, then A1 can do delete anything, means they can, it can be viewed by the deleted document will be not available for B also and C also. Okay, so like that we can share the network virtualization. Okay, so network virtualization is the resource by splitting up the available bandwidth into channels. Okay, so how much we are bandwidth is available, all the bandwidth will be splitting up to each channels. Okay, each channels will be work on the independent manner. Okay, those independent and assigned to the specific server or device for a real time. Okay, so this is the network virtualization. Okay, then server virtualization. Server virtualization is nothing but masking of servers. Okay, masking of server is for example I will tell you, wait a minute. Okay, using Paint I will tell you. Okay, so here you can see I'm having one server, with one database. Okay, I'm having a server with one database. Okay, so using this server, okay, I'm having lot of users will be there: user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4, user 5, user 6. Okay, at a single time all the user will give some what is that, schedule time, give some task. Okay, give some task to those server, means definitely this server will can't reply as soon as possible. Okay, can't reply as soon as possible. Why? Means more number of persons will be computing a single server at a single time. Okay, so the response speed will be definitely slow, or it takes some time. Okay, so for that purpose I am using here server virtualization. Okay, so server virtualization is nothing but if I will do masking of my server. Okay, I will do masking of my server. Masking is nothing but just copy of the server, each server into different type of things. Okay, I am doing masking of server. Each server have same data. Okay, so if I ask anything by anything, the person one will be ask anything, it will be comes to the first this server. Okay, then person 2 ask something means next it will be going to next server. Okay, then person 3 will be asked something means it will be move on to next server, and then person 4 will be asking one, it will be wait for scheduling time. It will be wait for scheduling time. Okay, so scheduling time is nothing but according to the schedule time it will be give the response. Okay, then they will, that is first come first serve, like that you can take. Okay, we have a lot of scheduling procedure is there, first come first serve, like that we have a lot of things. Based on this it will be give the response. Okay, so that is called masking of server. Okay, so here we are using like this only. Okay, server virtualization. Okay, intention of server virtualization to increase the resources sharing and reduce the burden of the complexity of computing from users. Okay, so reduce the burden of the each server. Okay, like that. Next we'll move on to grid computing versus cloud computing. Okay, so what is grid computing? Grid computing is nothing but simple example about grid computing means we have in college we have an architect student. Okay, so architect student want to do some act designing, and then need to use some softwares to their project. Okay, so we have a group of architecture students in architect college. Okay, those group of architecture students want to use designing and want to do designing and want to do some software. Okay, in lab want to do some software activities. Okay, so we have only two persons can use the PC. Only two person can access the PC. Okay, so apart from those person, all the persons want to wait for some time. Okay, so what I will do with grid computing means, using grid computing I will do some like I will give all the PC as a access. Okay, for example I have one software, that software will be installed in one particular server. Okay, and those software will be distributed in different type of PC to access those particular software. Okay, so like this we can use for grid computing. Okay, so grid computing mostly used for scientific research and university for educational purpose. Mostly grid computing means most of all it will be used for supercomputers. Okay, so here you can see, so first of power station, in left side we have a power station. Okay, and transformer, and then after transformer it will be each data will be used by, that is current will be used by both heavy industries, light industries, town, village and farm. Okay, like this. Okay, all the person can access the particular data. Okay, so that is called cloud grid computing. Okay, so grid computing, the comparison between grid computing and cloud computing is nothing but we can cloud computing works more as a service provider utilization computer only, but here we can use interconnected computer system to accomplish the goal. Okay, so then cloud computing is a centralized model, it's a decentralized model. Okay, centralized model means we have a centralized server. Okay, using those server only we are taking a data from data, but it's a decentralized server, each node acts as a decentralized server. Okay, then cloud computing and utility computing. Okay, so what is utility computing? We will tell. Okay, so utility computing is nothing but it's a process providing a service through the on-demand per use bill method. Okay, so that is, if you are using cloud, okay, they will ask some payment bill. Okay, if you are using more stuff in the cloud storage, you need to pay some amount. Okay, so for it's for applicable for both customers and clients. Okay, to access the virtual environment in a virtual private network or over the internet, which is sourced to whenever it's required. Okay, so we can do So utility computing is nothing but we can do we can access a virtual private network or any internet sources or any application from a cloud, but for accessing purpose you need to pay some amount. Okay, so that is called utility computing. Okay, in utility computing, for example, you can take it as a CM, that is customer relationship management. Okay, so you customer is relationship management is one of the main, that is one of the best example for utility computing. Okay, then the comparison between utility computing and cloud computing. Okay, so utility computing is refers to the ability to charge the offer. So that is, I already told you, they will charge, but cloud computing will not charge. Okay, then utility computing users want to control the geographical location according to the infrastructure. Okay, but if you move on to cloud computing, we don't need to do any infrastructure, we can access from anywhere. Okay, so that is the use of utility computing. So here I am having an three cloud versus utility versus grid computing. Once you can pause the video and if you read means you will be understood about just a recap of cloud, utility and grid. Okay, so next we'll move on to security concerns of cloud computing. What are the securities available in cloud computing? Okay, sorry, what are the security concerns? Okay, that is, what are the disadvantages in cloud computing, like data breaches. Okay, so nowadays most of the news is like data breaches only. For example, for WhatsApp. Okay, for WhatsApp, we in online they have some details of each and every users, we have openly available, like that some users will be spreaded last month before month. Okay, so like data breaches. Okay, it's some data will be available openly in your personal data or anything. If you are using cloud, it will be available. Okay, then identity and access management. Okay, we can whoever can access, we don't know. For example, if you have your own PC, you know about for example, if you have a fingerprint. Okay, using fingerprint you need to unlock your phone, means the phone will be it's you only. But if it's in cloud, okay, so whoever can access the data. Okay, that is access management. And insecure APIs, using insecure APIs, they will use some they will retrieve the data. Then vulnerabilities, and then account or hijacking. Okay, they will change the password and they will take a new account. And malicious incident, like they will send some, first they will send some malicious threats to your cloud storage account, and then they will take all the data, and then they will use some advanced APIs and they will take some data. And if it is possible to malware injection or data loss. Okay, and then insufficient diligence and poor IP protection. Okay, so some of the local web, that is some of the local cloud organization will not provide that much IP protection, DDoS attack, denial of service attack, and some of our vulnerabilities. Okay, these are the concerns available in cloud computing. Okay, so how we can protect those concerns? Okay, so we have only two ideas, okay, to want to protect those concerns. Okay, one is administrative stuff. We need to protect we need to use some administrative staff to managing the cloud storage. Okay, otherwise we need to do some encryption decryption technique. Okay, because it's, we don't know our cloud, our data will be available in cloud, whoever can access the data. Okay, if it is encrypted data, means we can it's somewhat secured one. Okay, so we can do this, improve the concerns of privacy. Okay, then advantages, this one everybody will know. Okay, so lower compute cost, I think this one first slide itself we seen. Okay, this is the advantages. And then disadvantages. Okay, so we need every time you need to access any data in from the cloud, you need to use some internet connection you need. Okay, then only you can access. Okay, then those internet connection also somewhat speed. Okay, if it is a low speed connection means it won't work properly. Okay, so then it will be slow. Sometime it will be slow. Okay, if your internet connectivity speed also, sometime the accessing of data is slow. Okay, then sometime the storage can be lost or might it not be a secured one. Okay, so these are the most disadvantage one. Okay, so I hope everybody will understand about the cloud computing. Okay, so if you are new to this cloud computing session, okay, please once go through this webinar video again, then only you will be get and understand. Okay, because cloud computing is a huge one. Okay, we can't understand at the first time. Okay, if you are know already about cloud computing means it's easy to learn. Okay, then they will understand about this webinar. Okay, so I hope everybody will understand this, what is a cloud computing and what is utility computing and what is another one. Okay, so if you have any doubt, that is any, if you have any queries about this session, okay, you can put it in a comment box. I will reply you if it is possible. Okay, if you have any queries about this session, or if you have any queries about general thing about new technologies, you can ask it in comment box. We will I will give the answer to you. And then about feedback link, we pinned in description once you check it. Okay, and then sometimes we will post in comment box also from Pantech e-learning mail. Okay, once you can check it. So if you are new to this video, please subscribe the channel, because each and every day we are doing 2 or 3 webinar live session, not only from software domain, we are providing hardware domain or MATLAB or IoT. Okay, OpenCV, image processing, deep learning, AI. So lot of things we are uploading each and every day. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel and hit a bell icon. You will be get a notification each and every time. Okay, how to access the other file using Google Drive? Actually, this is, if you want to access other files, they need to we need to get a link, that is shareable link of each person, sorry, each data. Okay, the server visualization does data will be saved simultaneously in master server. How servers virtualization does the data will be saved. Yeah, actually, basically, what it will be happen means they will masking the server. Okay, that is the advantage of server virtualization. Okay, using those masker virtualization, we can. I am telling copy of the data, but it's not a particularly copy of the data. Like that, we can, for your understanding purpose, I am telling like that. Okay. Fog computing, about fog computing, yes sir, definitely will upload in, we will see it in new video, new webinar session about fog computing. Yeah, fog and edge computing, both the thing. Okay. Yeah, cloud is hackable only. Cloud data is hackable only, not a secured one. Based on their IP protocol, secured IP protocol, we can, it's a secured data. If it is not a secured IP protocol, we can hack, not a. Okay. Yeah, definitely I will show the one demo session. Okay, what is cryptography? Cryptography, like cryptography means I got a one. I remember that webinar session about a blockchain. Okay, so I am done a blockchain webinar day before yesterday. You can check it in video our channel list. Okay, about blockchain. If you are new to blockchain, you can check those video. It is helpful to you. Okay, about cryptography also I tell to you. Okay, nothing but cryptography is nothing but crypto means encryption, graphy means data. Okay, encrypting the data using some keys, that is called cryptography. Okay, so about feedback form, in link it's available. If you want means you can check that link and then click register for your feedback form. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel and hit a bell icon. Okay, so if you like this video, please hit a like button. It will be helpful for us for even more giving videos like this. Okay, okay, so I hope this session will be useful for you guys. Okay, definitely. So I have to like to tell you about IETE Pantech internship program. Okay, so we are conducting some internship for 5 days and 10 days, sorry, 13 days. Okay, like domain like deep learning and Python programming, PCB design, embedded system, MATLAB, core Java, and Android application, Internet of Things, and VHDL. Okay, so if you want to join with us, we have totally available packages like 13 days and 5 days. Okay, so if you want to join, at last I will show some marketing department person numbers. Okay, you can check, you can refer those numbers and you can register for this 5 days technical program or 13 days technical program. Okay, so if you attend 13 days means we will provide you certificate with exam marks and then knowledge to you. If you are attending for 5 days, we will provide certificate and knowledge. Okay, so I hope this session will be helpful to you guys. Okay, so thank you by Kamalesh. Yes, okay, so if you are having any doubt regarding this session, you can mail me hod.java@pantechmail.com. okay, so if you need further more information about upcoming event and any details about the internship or webinar, you can contact WhatsApp number 7010888841. If you are in Telegram, you can use this unique group name Pantech e-learning and you can join with us. Okay, we will upload Telegram even about events also. Okay, so thanks from once again, thanks to all. And then if you need any further information about internship or webinar, you can contact those 3 numbers like Mr. Senthil Kumar, Mr. Srinivasan and Mr. Kumarasamy. Okay, so you can contact those numbers and you can register for your internship or webinar for college purpose. Okay, so once again thank you. Let's see on in new video. And I have to tell you, I have a webinar on like sentimental analysis with RNN, that is deep learning algorithm. Okay, so this webinar will be conducted on 16/6/2020 morning 11 a.m. 11 to 2:12. Okay, so if you are willing to attend this webinar, please note this timing 11 to 12 16/6/2020. Okay, at the same day I have a webinar on artificial intelligence using Python. Okay, so if you want to attend those webinar, you can come at the evening time like the same timing 4 to 5 16/6/2020. Okay, so these 2 webinar I think it's a tomorrow only. Okay, so tomorrow you can come and join with morning and evening. Thank you for this giving golden opportunity by College of Ethiraj. Thank you to once again to the college faculties. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.